I think I was in Israel at the time. I received an email, an invite onto Jim Jefferies' show. He'd previously done something similar to Jordan Peterson and something to Malcolm Roberts from Australia. And so I said, yeah, no dramas. I'll do your interview, but two conditions, because I could tell what they were going to do. No white supremacists, and don't cut my answers up. They promised me both things that they reneged on. In fact, it was far worse. They waited till like months later, till after the Christchurch massacre.
I was shocked to hear that the prick allegedly behind the Christchurch, New Zealand mass shootings is a white supremacist who grew up and was radicalised in Australia.
And what they did was they tried to tie me to this scum of the earth that went and butchered all these people.
Turns out that the one thing that can bring together the alt-right and a Jew is their shared hatred of Muslims. Meet Jewish activist Avi Yemini.
And then they put other neo-Nazis, proud Australian neo-Nazis, as part of that.
White people like myself feel happy and safe around my culture, my people.
Even back then, I was wise enough to know we're not going to trust them.
So what I did was, I got there and I secretly put my phones down to record the entire segment.
Yeah, I was shocked.
Do whites ever do anything wrong?
He's cut it to a point where I'm pulling a bizarre face, like I'm shocked you would even ask that question. But this is what I really answered.
Do whites ever do anything wrong?
Absolutely.
Are we ever bad for communities? Absolutely. Or do we ever move into communities and like, oh, put some whites here?
There are plenty of bad whites.
Even I was shocked by just how deceptively the thing was chopped up.
What gives anyone the right to tell anyone where they can and can't live?
When you import this culture, what do you think is going to happen? Australia's going to end up the same shithole that they came from, that they were escaping.
What gives anyone the right to tell anyone where they can and can't live? Really?
Borders,
I know borders, but wouldn't it just be nice if we got to a place in society where we had a utopia, where we all just lived as
on a level I agree with you.
But you didn't let it rest. You were like a dog with a bone in it. Like you were absolutely on to Jim Jefferies and making lots of YouTube videos and really calling him out.
Watch what he says when the cameras aren't rolling.
I'm not a big fan of Islam. I think that wearing a burqa is stupid and demeaning.
So Muhammad is considered the perfect man.
Right, yes.
Okay?
You can't draw a picture of it.
No, don't you dare, don't you dare. I've got enough death threats on me, brother.
There he is.
Jesus Christ.
There he is. He looks like a wobbly ghost.
I think I ate a baby. It turned out it did eat a baby.
If it ain't a bloody Muslim baby, it would have vomited.
No, I don't actually agree with that
shit. I'm only joking.
But that's not funny. You're talking about fucking killing kids. No, that's crossing a line.
For a very long time, that was like, oh, you're the guy that Jim Jefferies, and even like you look at Joe Rogan probably a year ago after we were doing some reporting at the World Economic Forum.
Meant to be speaking truth to power. Are you here just to take your marching orders? Is that what you're here for?
And he was laughing at one of my videos, interaction with CNBC. And then at the end he goes, isn't that the Jim Jefferies guy?
Is that same guy the guy that got set up by Jim Jefferies' show back in the day? Avi Yemini. I think he's a guy that got set up and they took a bunch of his words out of context and tried to pretend that he was saying something horrible and he wasn't. And he had a recording of the entire event because he recorded on his cell phone knowing that they were going to set him up.
I look at that as sort of a pivotal event that showed just how completely unscrupulous the mainstream media can be when they want to make an ideological point.
We'll edit this bit out. I never look bad in these interviews.
He's right. Jim never looks bad in his own segments. He edits it perfectly. And 9 out of 10 times he wins. He makes people like me look bad, like Jordan Peterson look bad. But today, I got you, brother. How's it feel?
I think it was only months later where Jim Jefferies lost that show. I think, they had to turn the comments off for his show for months because any episode they posted, it was like my name was just all everywhere through it. And so I was laughing all those months.